Hello! Hello and welcome to a brand new Nerdaholics video. My name is Jack, of course. Ha 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 ha. I'm not Sean, because this isn't Spider-Man. Curse you, Sean, and your Spider-Man game. Getting more views than me. Nah, in all seriousness, right. Okay, I've been experimenting for the last few days of what games to play. I've tried XCOM, I've tried Final Fantasy 9. Those videos will probably come out at some point soon, but I thought, you know what? As something is a little bit different from what I'm doing so far, while this is all still kind of fantasy world-ish, this is a lot more of a platformer than a spectacle fighter or a role-playing game. So it feels like it's a bit more of a challenge. Plus, while I do enjoy this game, I do kind of suck at the platforming, so it's going to be fun for you to watch me all die loads of times. That's always good. So, new game. Yes, we want game data and all saved, because we want this saved. And plus, this is a PlayStation 2 game that has come out on the PlayStation 4. I don't think they've updated the graphics or anything, but it still actually holds up really well for the art style, so why not?
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Yeah, just do what you're told, boy. No free thinking. Never!
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
Oh dear.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung!
Oh dear.
I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
Oh, that makes me laugh.
Why What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Gyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Right. So, there we go.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Really, it's a communicator. Would never have guessed that. Right.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Yay! Right, so, is there anything around here? I don't remember is there anything around there that needs collecting. No, I don't think there is. Right, so, the Jak and Daxter series are basically well, this one was definitely very much in the vein of the collectathon style games that came out years ago, like, you know, any of the Mario 64 games, all that sort of stuff. Hang on. Options, sound, music volume. That should be fine. There we go. See if that works a bit better. Not so loud now.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
For my A-Grav zoomer? Saving data! I have already got one. Fantastic. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, there's 101 of them in the game, so that means I've got 100 left to go before I've got all of them.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Well, that's not very good, is it? Right, so safety. So yeah, very much one of the collectathon style games from back in the day, like your Mario 64, your Crash Bandicoots and all that. Made by Naughty Dog. The company also made Crash Bandicoot from it. Yeah, another one of those. Naughty Dog, actually, just as a sort of side point, Naughty Dog is one of the few companies I will basically sort of out and out trust in terms of a game company.
I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Yeah. It's like, a lot of game companies these days, you know, like, everyone knows about how, like, EA is basically shit.
That's Blue Eco, which contains
wait for
the
him to talk.
energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Yeah. So everyone knows that some companies are basically shit. EA, for example, if you're following the news at the moment with basically the whole loot box thing, it's just, that's mental, to be honest. There.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Well, I kind of guessed that. The more you pick up, the more you can use. But yeah, there's some companies we like that we know that are basically a bit, yeah. But you know, a Naughty Dog is one of the. Why can't? Come on, jumping. See, this is why we're doing it. Jumping. Jumping is hard. I can't do it. Yeah, but Naughty Dog, like I said, one of the few companies I won't buy things from them without question, because it's got to be something I'm interested in. But if I see something that I think that I like the look of, I will basically trust that they're producing something good, without having to like go too much into reviews and stuff of it.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Nice. Now, so one of the things I do love about this game,
That's a Blue Eco vent.
all the talking.
Than the floating clusters.
It's the problem with the
This vent will
startings
give
of
you
these
a
games.
full
It's
charge of
nothing
Blue
but
Eco, letting
talking.
you use it for the maximum time.
Right. Let's go into this. Right. That is the world over there. Now, you start off here. The second location is, you can't see it from here because it's behind that mountain there. Going into, sorry, that's your second location. There with you can, and that's your third location. And your final location is in amongst those mountains there. If I've got my geography correct. But the point here is, you can see everything and you can go there. I love that. There are no loading screens between any of these places. The only loading screen that you could debatably argue, I would argue it's not a loading screen, it's basically going to Gyser Rock and to Misty Island, because while there are no actual loading screens, you can't get there, you have to get on a boat and the boat takes you there, or you go through a teleporter. But that's it. Everything else is the game. Everything else is just the game gets you there. You can just walk there.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco.
Oh, I've been picking them up for ages, mate. I know exactly what they are. I can't skip this. It's annoying.
To increase your health.
Thank you. I knew that. Right, almost done with Gyser Rock, I believe.
Jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
I like how... Oh, there we go. All 50 of those. I like how you can defy the laws of gravity by just double jumping. I like how that's a thing in games. It's like, you can jump, and then when you're in the air, you just jump again. Like, why can't we do that in real life? You know, that'd be amazing. Right, actually... That's all 4. I've got all 7 of those, all 4 of those, and all 50 of those. Perfect run of Gyser Rock. Not that that's hard. I mean, anyone can do a perfect run of Gyser Rock. It is the training area after all, and it's basically designed. Ooh, no, mate, let me off. All right, there we go. Green Sage's Hut. Warp. Let's go. But yeah, it's kind of, yeah. So, not really. Whoa. Not a loading screen per se, it changes you into a cutscene, so...
But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Oh, that's mean. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Got anything extra to say? No. Okay, fine. Oh, Easter egg in here. That is a plant from Crash Bandicoot. If you ever played Crash Bandicoot, because Naughty Dog basically made those games in this game. Oh, I can talk to him now.
Some brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my blocked eco-harvesters. They're on the far side of the beach, boys. Now, get moving!
Well, fine then. Be like that. Let's talk to Kira. She got something cool to say to me. Come on.
Hey, baby! What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
I think that's most people's rule 1, to be fair.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Forbidden Temple, eh? Oh. Hang on. That's Kira's room. Oh yeah, looking in a girl's bedroom. I'm an adult.
I'm sure if you looked inside the Precursor Forbidden Temple, you'll find a way to turn on that capped blue eco vent on Sentinel Beach.
Wow, subtle foreshadowing there. Right, yeah, Sandover Village. Right, look at that. So, this is level 1. That's your Forbidden Forest. Actually, if we head back up here a little bit. Yeah, sorry. Oh, great.
He'll just never be like his uncle.
That's Misty Island.
I don't care what the others say.
And over. Get my camera angle right. Right, okay. Behind that tree. Those guys are rock where we just were. But it's like, you know, theory, if you didn't have things in the water that would eat you, I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. It's like, you know, well, I probably don't need to demonstrate that in a little bit. It'll probably just happen to me normally because I just suck. Right, so Sandover Village, our little village of where we live. Right, let's talk to some people. Oh well, I'll have that.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Really? I'd never have known. Well, let's talk to you first.
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
I like how he looks like he's escaped from the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah?
Wizard of Oz man.
You're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Where is it? So where is it? Where is this thing? Oh, it's there. In the wrong room. There we go.
They want me to go into the jungle? Me? I'd sooner wrestle in the next.
There's one over there. And one here. Right. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey! Little furry dude!
What?
Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
You're what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact,
What?
without my muse, I just can't
Isn't
sculpt.
muse an abstract concept for someone or something that just inspires you to be creative?
Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island.
How?
I just hope she's all right.
How?
It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
How does a squirrel get across the bloody ocean? Seriously? Right. We'll grab them. And there is another one of the. Grab one there. Splashy, splashy. Alright, don't worry about that. Up. We're not going to go to Sentinel Beach yet. Sentinel Beach is not the first location to go to. Oh, hello.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old Precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 Precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Nice. That's supposed to be my uncle. Okay. Right, now, where are we going next? Right, we've done all the rooms over here. Going over here.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know, yesterday I saw some
Pausing.
terribly vicious
And we're back in the
creatures
room.
capture
Sorry about that
a
phone call.
flat near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Okay. See, the reason I'm talking to all of these people is it's a good idea, because when you talk to them.
What a weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Yeah, the reason I'm talking to everyone is because if you talk to everyone, it basically helps set up missions. Plus, even though I've played this game enough that I know just where to go to get it all done and sorted from the start, it never hurts just to kind of talk to people for just a little bit of extra background info. There is a challenge for this game to complete the game without picking up a single Precursor orb. Obviously, as you can see, I'm not doing that, but it is possible. It's weird as hell, but...
Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get him back into the corral?
Why not? Let's do it. Beat the cow. No, don't you bloody dare, you stupid cow. In you go. I don't know how it's difficult. It's kind of like, you know, this is, look, mate, this is 4 cows. That's 2 cows in out of the 4. I'll do this bit now, because this bit's just quick and easy. Oh, in you go. In you go. There you go. Last one. Oh. We'll jump. See, this is a very chilled out, relaxed kind of little, yeah, collectathon game. Because it's always good to have a collectathon game every now and again. No, I reckon. We haven't had a good one for a while, and no, Ukulele is not a collectathon game that's actually fun. Oh, there's a 5th one! Bloody hell, missed that. You, back into your thing. Back into your prison where you can be milked. Squeezed for your juices. Just like any good prison.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's
Sweet.
go talk to him.
Alright, power cell. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Yeehaw! It's nice to play something that's like a bit positive and different every now and again, you know? Right, it's got to be around up here, because we want to go up there. Dun, 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 dun.
Check out that funky sculpture sitting out of rocks over there.
See, a lot of the stuff the game doesn't actually teach you. You've got to, which is quite nice. You've got to just kind of go and do it. No. Failed. See, this is why it's going to be fun, because you'll get to watch a lot of me messing up, and that will just be entertaining for you lot. At least I assume it will be. If it's not, you know. Well, we'll find out. See if I can beat any of the view numbers on Sean's Spider-Man videos. I probably won't, but you never know.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return.
I'm back in the room.
Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Right, so it's 240 power cells for you then, mate. Okay. What? Whoa. Power cell. Boom. That is 6 power cells. Doing well. Right. Got 20 more power cells in this area to get. Okay.
Right. You found all the scout flies in this area.
I think that would count, those ones will count as well, but we'll get those later. We are heading to the Forbidden Forest as our first location. Sorry, Forbidden Jungle. Get my names right. Because Forbidden Jungle is basically the first proper location of the game.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Quiet, Daxter. Let's get ourselves up here. Right. I think this is a good place to call it for part 1. I have some editing to do to cut out the 2 phone calls I had while I was playing. So we'll see how that all works out. But I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy.